to the crypto pockets, dollars shooting up like rockets. I swear you gotta.
What's going on, CryptoPockets? Today we're going to talk about Rebase Finance. It's a new project I found recently, I would say about 3 weeks ago, but it's about to be released to the public in a couple of days. They already had their pre-sale. And what I plan to do today is just walk you through it, show you my research, so you can understand the rewards that you'll gain, things of that nature. So we'll go through my spreadsheet. We'll go through that together. So I hope you're ready. I'm going to do this rather quickly, so let's go. Who are they, right? Who's Rebase Finance? So Rebase Finance is a Sphere fork. Sphere fork. What a fork is, it's pretty much a mimic or a copy of something. So in this case, Rebase Finance copied Sphere because of how solid the project is, the Sphere project is today. That's another one that I'm part of. Yeah, the price is low, but at the same time, the rewards are good, and it eventually go up. So Rebase is copying off of that and adding some new functionality to it, some new utility, you know what I mean, making it better, things of that nature. So they're learning from from Sphere, and they created Rebase Finance. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the honesty. So that's one thing that drew me to them for sure, was the fact that they were honest enough to say, yeah, we copied this or we forked this version and we plan to enhance it, do some modifications to it. And I can't be mad at that. All right. So the Sphere project itself is like $1 million circulation, probably even billions in circulation. So that project is huge. And this hopefully plans to be the same and can sustain itself. All right. So where's Rebase Finance on? What network? It's on the Binance network. So the Binance smart contract, BSC. And also it's on the BNB chain. And I say that because in order to buy BNB, you got to make sure you buy it from crypto.com, right? And then use my referral code so we both can earn some cheese and buy you some BNB, because more than likely that's going to be the coin that you need to swap in order to buy Rebase, which is the name of the Rebase Finance token. $Rebase. All right. So how did I find out about it? Well, I was in the Discord channel minding my business. DM came, said, hey, join this group. I saw the amount of followers. I looked it up a little bit beforehand before I joined, because you don't just join any DM that you get and, you know, press links and all that kind of jazz. So I did my slight little research. I found some information about it. So I said, all right, let me join the chat or the group. Happy I did. The group is very active, very responsive. They answer questions. I asked a lot at the beginning because I didn't see any white paper or any details about how we gave rewards, what's the percentage, nothing like that. They were rather new at the time, so they created a light paper, which gives you the same amount of information. And right now they have a pre-sale page where you can see all the information you need. So that's how I got started, and that's how I found out about Rebase Finance. It was through a DM and a chat. Someone shared it with me. I got involved, been eyeing it for about 3 weeks, and I think it's worth it. Been doing my calculations, making sure. So let me explain what this is, all right? One thing that caught my eye right away was the fixed APY of 300,000% and a daily ROI of 2.219%. Not 2%, 2.219, all right? The math is bananas, but I figured it out, and I'll share it with you. But 300,000%, just get that in your mind over time. All right. So they were honest enough to share all the details with us. It's not that complicated, and I'm going to show you how you earn. All right, you ready? How do you earn money? What do I got to do? I want to be part of this 300,000%. You say, so do I. So how do you earn? It's not difficult at all. The only thing you have to do, buy Rebase tokens, keep it in your wallet. It will earn its interest as long as those tokens are in the wallet. That's all you got to do. Keep it in the wallet. You can add on more to it. There are things called taxes for buying and selling. For Rebase Finance, the taxes are only 5%. 5%. That's not bad at all. So if you buy Rebase, or you know what I mean, if you buy Rebase tokens and you put it onto the project, you have to pay 5%. Same thing as if you withdraw the tokens, you got to pay 5%. From 300,000%, 5% ain't nothing. And you're not going to withdraw all of the time. You'll probably withdraw 2 or 3 times. So we hope the project sustains and lasts for a while, and we all can gain. All right? So the next question is, how do I buy Rebase? It's not active at the moment. You won't be able to find it. After the pre-sale and after the public launch is the only time when you should and when they will supply the contract information or the address so you can purchase the proper token. In other words, swap for one token to the other. So more than likely, BNB tokens swapped into our Rebase tokens. Pretty simple. So that's how you buy it when it becomes available. That's why you got to stay tuned on the Discord channel and all that. All right. So what does Rebase stand for? What is their position in the DeFi space, you ask? Well, they created their name not just for any silly reason, because Rebase is a term that is used in the DeFi space. And the term Rebase is really a percentage of rewards given several times a day. And they call that an epoch. That time frame a day is called an epoch. So epoch stands for the frequency of reward distribution. So this means that the coin/token supply is algorithmically adjusted in order to control the minting of coins and the price. This is also how they maintain the high APY and the return on investment per day. This is how it's done through rebasing. So it pulls and it pushes, pulls, push, pulls, push. Get it? Keep adding money. Things keep balancing out. The more people buy, the more people are going to sell. It's going to sell Rebase. If people start selling, Rebase is going to buy. So it just balances everything out to maintain that stable circulation. Liquidity is what they call it. So we can keep the price of the coin good, keep the project going. All right. That's the whole thing of Rebase. Pretty interesting. So the question is, how do they intend to be different? What's different? There's a million projects, right? So a couple of things I'll just highlight that I saw was interesting. They're going to maintain a stable price for the token, which they call auto liquidity. And what that is it ensures the liquidity of the inflow by automatically adding more liquidity into the pool every time a Rebase transactions takes place. So every time a transaction takes place, the auto liquidity function of this smart contract kicks in, it starts to balance and fluctuate. You know what I mean? Depending on what's happening. So you got the whales, the people with the big money trying to buy millions of coins, and that's how that fluctuates, okay? And that's how it keeps it stable. There's a whole algorithmic equation around this, and that's not what we're going to go into today. All right. I don't even know what that is. A little much for me, buddy. All right, here we go. So with that being said, we talked about the taxes, 5%, buying and selling. So keep things good, keep people reinvesting because it's not a lot of taxes. Some people 20%, 30%, just so they can add to the liquidity or to the pool of money that's available so they can distribute out when there's sales and buys and things like that. But 5%, you can't beat that. So to make people reinvest, you know what I mean? Make people keep their money right there. I like it. They also have a thing called risk-free value, RFV. This is where they try to avoid the flash crash through price stability, achieving long-term sustainability and future growth for the Rebase token. And what else did they say? Greatly reducing downside risk. That I like. So risk-free value, which means that the price of the coin, from what I'm gathering here, they're going to try to keep stable at all times. So they're saying it's risk-free. Next question is, who's on the team? Who are these people? Well, the short answer to that is they're anonymous. But they did say that there's 10 of them. A group of 10 smart contract developers and a couple of marketing folks. And there's a marketing specialist as well on the team. They're anonymous. I get it. I understand why. You guys got to watch that Netflix movie about Bitcoin and the loss and all that. Then you'll get why anonymous makes sense. But at either rate, I don't really like it too much. You can hire an outside firm. You can call me. Things of that nature. But either way, that's later on down the line. That'll be a surprise at a later date. So they're anonymous. That's the team. There's about 12 of them. They're pretty active on the Discord channel, Twitter, and things like that. So, it feels pretty good. The community's active, like I told you. So go from there. So that's the team. Let's get into the research. You ready for this? I'm going to take you on a ride. We're going to do this quickly. I'm trying to do this quick. All right, here we go. BNB. That's the coin you need to buy Rebase. Binance coin. Right now, Binance coins are going for $407.38. Okay, so let's say you wanted to invest $500. How many Binance coins do you need for 500? You would need about 1.3 Binance tokens or coins to equal $500. And I'm going to show you the math. One Binance coin is $407. Let's say there's a purchase price, which is more than likely there is on your exchange, for at 1.699%. The total cost will be $529 less the fees. You're getting $520.60 worth of Binance coins. Yes, you purchased it for $529, but the fees minus the fees, okay, because the fees you got to pay the exchange, so that money's not included, equals $520. So that's the money you got to spend. And you can even go down. You can go down to 1.2 if you wanted to. Well, not even. 1.25. There we go. 1.25 will get you down to $500 exactly as of today's price. All right. Now, Rebase has not been released. It's in pre-launch. I'm not sure what the release cost or the lease price is going to be. So I just put an estimate of 7 cents. All right. You got $500 worth. 500 divided by 7 cents, 0.07 cents, gives you 6,586. And that's how you get how many coins you plan to receive. Now, rebasing goes by rewards and the amount of coins you receive every epoch. Remember, we talked about that. All right. So, and all of that equates to that 300,000% at the long run for the annual percentage yield and the daily rewards. That's all based on the amount of tokens, the coin price, and the amount you put in. All right. But I'm going to show you all that through this fabulous calculator. All right. So you can have a max of 5 wallets doing this at one time. So yes, you can have one wallet with $500, another one with 500, another one with 500 times 5. You can have 5 of those running at the same time. Hell, you can make money from one and create you another and start all over again. It's not a bad deal. All right. And there's no minimum as far as I understand. So that's a plus. All right. So you're starting with your $500. Daily percentage is 2%. Then you got your 300,000% guaranteed APY. All right. With the factors, your daily factors, weekly factor, monthly factor, yearly factor. I'm not going to go into all that. Okay. Trust me. You don't want to know. But at either rate, those factors equate into percentages. So every week, you can plan to make 16.59% or so. Every month, 93. And at the end of the year, you get the 300,000. All right, so those are the factors and things like that. But that's a whole nother story. Trust me, you don't want to know. At any rate, what does that reward look like? Daily profit of $11.10. Weekly, 83.08. Monthly, 466. At the end of the year, you can plan to make $1,501,719.80 off of $500.57. So imagine if you had 5 wallets doing the same thing. That's about 6 million, 7 million-ish. So 1.5 times 5. Wow. Let's cut this $500 investment in half. You lost $250 because the price of the token, the Rebase token, went down. You're still making $750,000 at the end of the year. All right, let's say this thing went down even more. You lost $400 because the price went to a penny. You're still making $300,000. Get where I'm going? So we're going to go back to our 500. All right, so let's count this one wallet. So we put, and this is the breakdown per month, so I can show it to you. So we invested $500 into Rebase, right? Our plan is to accumulate that 1.5 at the end of the year. How do we get there? So it's real easy, as a matter of fact. The reason you don't see any of my numbers equating to 1.5 is because of the month we're starting in, folks. It all depends on when you start. So April's almost done, but let's say we are starting in April with the $500. Let's put that in half. If we start the day at $500, we plan to make $233 before end of month, just with our 500. So we started with 500, we accumulated 233 in reward, and that profit equals 733. Then we take that 733, all the percentages and rebases and all the reward is going to be based off of 733. At the end of May, we plan to make $1,366. And that equates to $2,099. So that $1,300 plus that $733. Same thing. In June, we plan to make $3,000 plus that $2,005. Now we're investing $5. In July, we're going to make $6,400 off of that $5. That's going to add together to be $11,000. $11,000, we're going to make $12,000. $12,000 plus $11,000, $24,000. And so on and so forth. At the end of the year, this year, we plan to make $381,929.57. Less our $500 gives us $343,736.62. That's a return multiplier of 762.98. So they said we played this game and we left all of that money into the equation without touching anything. And this is just rough. This is not even calculating the factors or nothing. We're talking 2 million. But you can just imagine if we only started with 500 and then you want to take 50,000 or 100,000 from what you earned and put it back into a wallet, you'll probably start with $1 million in month number 2. So come on. So you don't have to go big or go home, but you can go big if you wanted to. So for instance, let's say you wanted to start with $2,000. Bam. You start with $2,000. End of April, you'll make $931. That's if they start today and release the token today. That's why that H is there for health. So let's say they start today and I purchased it today. I'll make $931 by the end of April. 2,000 plus 931 is 2,931. That's the money that you plan to accumulate. And that's the money that's going to be, the interest is going to bear upon. So once you invest that 2,931, you're going to make $5,000. 5,000 plus that 2,900 will equal 8,339, and so on and so forth and so on and so forth. On the right, here's the amount of coins that you'll actually earn. So this is what equates to the price of the token. This is if the price of the token is 7 cents, folks. If this thing ever goes up, I don't even know what the numbers are going to look like. As a matter of fact, I can show you. But either rate, this is starting at $2,000. This is going to give you a return of 1.5 mil by the end of the year. But I'm just showing you really quick that you put 500 in, you make 1.5 at the end of the year. But because we're starting in April, you're only going to make 381. Even if you put in $250, all right, you're going to make 190,000 at the end of the year. You can't beat that. And you're supporting the project. You're keeping things sustainable. This is where the auto compounding, auto liquidity comes into place. And the more people that join, the more stable this thing becomes. The more popular it gets, the more people utilize the token, the more exchanges get listed on. The sky's the limit. So we hope the project does well, and I invite you to join. So that's the deal there. Had to show you the calculator so you can see what I'm talking about and understand how the factors and everything works. Compounding, that's what it's about. I put in 100, make a percent off that 100, add that 100 to whatever I make, and it keeps going. That's what this is about at the end of the day. Auto compounding, and yeah, that's it. Once again, developers are anonymous. That's what I found out. The Discord engagement is awesome. All the questions were answered. They had their very first AMA on 4/19, so a couple days ago. Let's see what else. The site creation now. Who created the Rebase.finance website? It was created back in 2022, 3/29, so not too long ago. They just created the site. I got the name of the servers. It's from GoDaddy. But while I was doing my research, I did find another suspicious website called rockda.finance that had the same exact site as Rebase Finance. Rockda is not the true site, so stay away from that. Rockda, I even asked on the channel. They were like, that's a spam duplicate site. Don't trust that. And this is what I mean by doing your research, because you would land on that site and think that's the true Rebase Finance, and it's not. But the link is below on what not to follow, but you can see a perfect example of what is being set up to be a spam or a scam. So be careful. Now, that rockda.finance website was created in Singapore in 2021 on 8/13. I don't know. I just find that pretty odd. And they were updated recently. So it looks like it's trying to mimic what Rebase Finance is doing. Or it could be one of their test sites. I have no idea. But pay attention to these things. LinkedIn, no LinkedIn. They're anonymous. They do have a roadmap, which is pretty detailed, and they do cross off things on a daily basis, weekly basis from what I've seen so far, which is pretty nice. Their announcements on the Discord channel and Twitter are pretty stable, pretty constant. And the site looks pretty damn good, in my opinion. So I look forward to better things there. So once again, these projects, you got to do your due diligence, do your minor research, understand who you're dealing with, understand that you're not going to a spam or a fake site or to get scammed, connect your wallet and you're scarred. Get your security on. Ledger. Buy it. Buy it now. Here's a link below. So I bet you're saying to yourself, yo, I'm in. Glad, how do we get this thing? What's happening? How do we get there? I'll tell you like this. When it goes live, you'll know. No, I'm just joking. So when will it go live? They're currently undergoing an audit for the official launch date, so it hasn't been announced just yet. However, they will conduct an AMA to let us know before the public launch happens. So you got to join the Discord group. CryptoPockets is the name you look for. Let me know. Send me a comment. I can send you an invite. We can both get whitelisted, get ahead of the schedule, get in at a great price, that kind of thing. So join me. Let's do this together. But yeah. Submissions for whitelists ends on 4/25, so let's get it in as much as possible. Let's get it in. Let's do it. All right? They're giving a lot of giveaways right now, so get in while the getting is good. That's that. So why the hell do I think it's worth it? You want to know why are you in it? Why are you in it, Pierre? Pierre, why? Glad, what's happening? That's me, Pierre Glad, by the way. CryptoPockets. Anyway, why do I think it's worth it? In my opinion, I give it 85% thus far, as it's new in the DeFi space, if you ask me. However, not too new because it's a fork of the Sphere Finance project. So it's not necessarily new, but it's a new project in total. All right? But it started on a great foot. So that's why I scored the way I did. And I'm going to tell you why. The team's responsiveness was awesome. The community engagements were awesome. Milestone completions, check. At least through the research I did, I don't see too much issues except for that the finance thing, whatever that is. That's one of the only things I did spot. The remaining 15% that I did not like was really the fact that the team remains anonymous, but they can't help it. I get it. I get it. And then post pre-sale, we don't know about the sustainability after the pre-sale goes, so we want to wait a few weeks to see how it goes, and that's why I give it 85%. It's rather new. Team's anonymous. We don't know how long the project's going to be. The excitement of the project, will it grow? Things of that nature. So that's why I gave it 85%. Probably I would even give it a 90% thus far. All right. But long story short, overall, it's a yay for me. Rebase Finance, I'm in. I'll check y'all out in about 2-3 days. Long story short, hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was pretty lengthy. I tried to shorten it for us. I tried. It's a lot to explain and a lot to divulge and to let you know about. And I'm trying to let you know about it. So hope you enjoyed the video today. Join me in joining the Rebase DeFi project. We win together. We lose together. It's a journey. So let's make it happen. Remember, only utilize the money that you can lose. So if you got $100 and you don't mind losing it because you don't know what's going to happen, that's the money you invest with. Don't do your life savings, none of that stuff. Look, I'm no finance advisor by any means. I've lost money, to say the least, so I'm with you and I understand, but be smart about it. Don't use money that you gotta use for your fam or for your bills, things of that nature. Please don't do that. All right. So once again, do your research. Look into the projects, verify, look at official communications from the project, Discord, website, Telegram, who owns the site, things of that nature. Once again, I'm no guru in this game, so invest wisely. Be safe. Privacy is key, and invest smartly. That's the best thing I can say. But anyway, leave a comment below, like this video, and use the referral links to get started. If you use my referral links, I will help you out one-on-one. But you got to be real and you got to be serious, man. I'll ex-nay you on the bim-nay you on the comments and the responses. Don't do it to me. Either rate, be safe. Privacy is key. Be safe. Privacy is key. All right. So CryptoPocketers, till the next time, more projects on the way, more explanations, more trial and errors. It's a journey. Let's get it. CryptoPocketers, I'm out.